Hello, I'm Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and today I'm going to show you this cute card made with the Sitting Here stamp set that will be available June 1st. It is on a crumb cake base, and we're going to use some watercolors to color in the bench, and I just think it's really cute. Also, if you're coming to the catalog launch party on June 18th, or if you're going to participate at all, this is the card that we're going to make. And it comes with a coordinating envelope. These are the cute little pillows that are stamped on the envelope flap on the back. So let's go ahead and get started. You will need to start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, the crumb cake. And we're going to cut that down to a standard size card. So we want it 8.5 by 5.5. So we'll cut it here at 5.5. Set that other piece aside because we'll need it in a minute. And then we're going to score it at 4.25. All right, so we'll set that aside. Now you're going to need to cut down a piece from your extra here that measures 4 by 5.25. So we will do 4 by 5.25. So that is all the cutting at the moment. We're going to keep this piece out because we're going to start our stamping with that. And I'm going to bring in Early Espresso. This is the older style pad, so it's the felt one. So I have to kind of work it a little bit to get ink on my stamp. But with the new style, you really don't have to work quite as hard. The new ones are just fantastic. I need to get a re-inker. Actually, I probably just need to get a brand new pad because I've had this one a very long time. All right. So I like to put a thin piece of foam. This piece actually came from the block caddy, but you could also use the Stampin' Pierce mat. It's a little thicker, but it should do the job too. So we're going to place this off to the left and up a little bit, so it goes. These go off the page. Get a nice impression. Beautiful. Okay, and while we still have our Early Espresso out, we are going to stamp Sentiment. This piece is very vanilla, and it measures 5/8 by 3.5. So we're going to stamp our Sentiment, and I don't think I need my cushion for that. And the sentiment we're going to use is Come and Sit a While with Me in Early Espresso. And you want to stamp that kind of off to the left. Perfect. Okay, clean that off for a second here. Okay, oh, and one more thing on here. We're going to stamp, there's this little shadow that goes right under the bench. So we'll do Early Espresso again. And we want that to go just slightly to the left of the bench, not right in the middle, to kind of give it a nice shadow off to the side there. All right. So now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. I'm actually using a blender pen, which I don't believe are available anymore, but you could substitute for the aqua painter. That would be the perfect thing to use. Now to get the ink on here, I'm not going to go directly on the pad, but if you squeeze it a couple times, you get some ink right here. So that's what we're going to pick up with our pen. And we're just going to start coloring in the bench. And again, it's a watercolor, so you really don't have to go too crazy with it. Okay, so there is the bench. Now we can put our Early Espresso away. And you will need a scrap piece of Very Vanilla, and we're going to use this for our pillows. So I have Peekaboo Peach. It's one of the new in colors for this year. It is a gorgeous color. We're going to take the round pillow, ink that up, stamp it down, and then we're going to take the rectangle pillow, okay, here's the rectangle pillow. We're going to take that with Emerald Envy, again from the new in color collection, and we're just going to stamp that there. We're going to set that aside for a second because we want to bring in our envelope, and we're going to start stamping the pillows on there. So I'm going to fold it up like this, so I just get the flap, because I want to start with the middle. And I'm going to start off the page, or off the flap. I'm just going across like that. Now I can stagger it. Okay, and now to do the top, I'm going to fold it like this so I don't get it on the opposite side. And I'm going off the top. I'll do a little one over there. There. So there is the flap on our envelope. Set that aside. Clean off your stamp. And then we're going to bring in our sentiment. And while we have the Emerald Envy out, we're going to use this cute little birdie. We're going to put him right over here. Just like that. So cute. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Okay, so we'll set that aside for a moment. We'll come back here. We're going to bring in Rose Red. And again, squish the pad a little bit so that you get some ink in the tray here. Grab your, what should be a aqua painter, but I'm using this because I don't have an aqua painter with me. And just paint that cushion on the bench. Beautiful rose red. It's a very nice color. A little bit darker right in the middle here. Okay. Gorgeous. Just gives a really light pop of that red color. I think that's so pretty. Okay. So now this pillow works perfectly with the 3/4 inch circle punch. This is an older style, but we have the new one available in the catalog. So we're just going to pop that sucker out. And I don't have anything to cut this guy out with except for scissors, so we'll just give him a trim. Just like so. Okay, and oops, we're going to bring back in our peach. Make sure all that color's off. Just going to pick up a little bit of that. And I'm just going to lightly color in just enough so it has a hint of that peachy color. And I'm going to do the same thing with Emerald Envy on the pillow, the rectangle pillow, but this time I'm not going to color in the whole thing. I'm just going to do some lines, and I want just the middle lines so that that kind of florally looking shape stays kind of brighter. And then the other direction. off this guy so I can use another color later. All right, so now I am ready to put my pillows on. I'm going to do the circle first, and I'm just using snail to put these guys down. And this one right on top, and kind of overlapping a little bit here, like so. Okay, and then we're going to fold our card base and crease that with your bone folder. And you're going to adhere this with some snail. Just like so. It's a little bit wampus, but it's okay. And then we're going to take the side to our dimensionals, and this would be a good time if you have the dimensional strips. You can use those, but since I don't have those at the moment, I'm just going to take the strip off the side of my dimensional, and I'm just going to pop up this little phrase, and I'm going to line it up with the edge of the card over here, just like that. And voila, we have a super cute, simple, easy card made with the Sitting Here set. This set is super adorable. I love the bench, and it has a lot of great sayings, and it has some really cute accents. One thing that I learned from one of the other demonstrators when I was looking at their videos, they put their insert inside the back flap here, the little part that has the printed on it, the printed stuff. And then when they open it, they just put their stamps right over where that insert is. It makes it a lot easier to get your stamps on and off and put back. So that's just a helpful little tip. I hope you enjoyed this card. I really enjoyed making it, and I can't wait to let you guys make it at the catalog launch party on June 18th. Again, if you're not going to be able to make it, I will have a hostess code set up so that you can still place an order. If you do order through the hostess code, if you're not able to come to the party, you will get the supplies to make this. I will probably have to stamp and color everything, but it'll come to you unassembled, and you'll be able to glue it together and have a card. So more details to come on that, and I really hope to see you at the party. Thanks for watching.